Hey everyone, here we are again with more disturbing Eroguro manga. It's been over 2 weeks since I uploaded the first part of the most disturbing manga I have ever read and promised you to finish the second part, which is of course this one. I really want to thank you all for the great support in the last video. I really never thought it would end up one of my best videos, and since many of you liked it and me enjoying Eroguro, I'm planning to keep making this type of video where I just recommend manga that not anyone should read, where I just talk about different extreme Eroguro manga. Enough with talking now, and let's just start with the least disturbing one in this video. First one in this list is DDT Boku Mimi Nashi Oishi Desu. This time I'm not starting slow like the last video. This is definitely a disturbing manga, for me at least when I read it. This manga is a collection of different stories. There is no theme as I know, other than having that historical aesthetic. The first chapters here are fun to read and not that horrible, but the further you go, the worse it gets. Well, of course, what we're talking about is perspective thing. And after all, I'm just giving my opinion, but to be honest, maybe me not standing all the human garbage shown in this manga is what made me talk about it today. I swear you literally will find anything you would find in a sewer or a toilet, but in a sexual way. If you remember the two girls, two cops, or whatever it was, well, that kind of stuff. I didn't watch it, but yeah, I know it. Well, if you have such fetish like scatophilia or scat, that's how it's called, I guess. I'm by no means insulting you, I'm just here giving my opinion after all. These stuff aren't like shown only in this manga. No, I did see it in Suehiru's other work, but here I don't know. It was just too much. Other than that, there's the chapter Celluloid Made in America, and this one is disturbing as well, because it's about a little girl with a mental illness, well that's how she looked. Of course, since it's an Eroguro, no need to go more in details. Anyways, did I like this manga? I don't know, to be honest. The things I talked about weren't really that enjoyable, but I did enjoy other chapters like DDT for Rotten War. This chapter is really weird and funny, where a guy just goes to a girl's bathroom and draws weird things. What else I liked is seeing some of Suehiru's characters that exist in his other manga. On top of that, as usual, I really love his art. Second manga I'm gonna talk about is Hell Season. Okay, this one is a collection of stories done by different Eroguro artists. This means every chapter we read is done by one artist where they are trying to show us a disgusting weird chapter. So this one I actually don't recommend to anyone to read, cause here they are kinda doing their best to disturb the readers. But that's the point of this collab manga and the point of Eroguro, I guess. And to be honest, I think most of you watching this video are probably familiar with Eroguro. So if you're familiar, just read it, or maybe you have already read it. If not, then maybe think about it after me talking about it. So the first chapters, in my opinion, are the most horrible ones, and especially the first one, which is made by Shintaro Kago. And this one is super weird and disgusting. While reading it, I really was like, what the hell am I reading? What is this? What it's basically about is people with a disease where their shit is so hard and it's stuck there, their hole, and everyone with this disease is trying to get rid of that shit. And there's a girl that gets helped by her sister. It's so fucked up, I swear. I don't know, it's so disgusting. I don't want to talk about it. I also wasn't used to Kago drawing such story. Maybe I haven't read enough of his works, but the one by Oziga Waita was just classic him. Something you would find in Mei-chan's daily life, for example. It actually reminded me of a manga I read by him, but I just forgot which one it is, so let me know if you do. There were some chapters that were just weird, not really guru. I mean, you would feel the big difference between Uziga's work and the other mangaka, for example. Not being really guru doesn't mean they're bad. They were actually fun with great concepts. I, for example, enjoyed Rotten Bud. I don't know why, but the concept was kind of refreshing and kinda a good break after all that gore. I also liked Chrysalis. I enjoyed its story. The stories are really short, so I try and not spoil you. But here it's about a girl who got punished by her father and ended up in the hospital where the doctor is taking care of her. Shameless Rangers was fun, as you can see the mangaka is mocking Power Rangers, having them wear erotic costumes, but the chapter is about one of them holding an alien at her place and punishing her for killing her friends. It's sad to see PP Man die from the first page because it would be fun to see his superpowers. I also really enjoy the chapters that I read from the new artists I got introduced to, which I may end up checking out their works. But there's this chapter, MDK, that really was impressive. I know maybe many won't like it, but I really enjoyed this art. It's not Erigura at all, but I really fell in love with the art, and it's about soldiers getting tested by this MDK, which means Mechanical Destructive Kill Command. Third manga and the last one in this chapter is Shingen Ryukiden. This manga is the most disturbing manga I've ever read, for now, and I guess it will always be. If you have no idea about this manga, you would maybe think it's just more gore than in the past named manga, but sadly no. This one is actually an eroguru based on a real crime. And it's not the same thing with horror movies where they just say it to like make you scared. The crime they're talking about is actually on Wikipedia, and this is weird to say, but if you don't want to get spoiled, don't read the crime section in the Wikipedia. I will leave the link in the description. Anyways, this manga is about teenagers who help this poor girl and torture her. And yeah, if you compare what you read with what's said in the Wikipedia, it's the same. Well, the manga has less stuff happening as I remember, which is better in my opinion. The thing in eroguru manga, well most of them I guess, are just erotic gore, with characters you just get introduced to in the first pages. You don't really care about them, but with this one, you know we are looking at what happened to a real girl, and that's something at least for me, not normal. I know what the victim's family and friends think about this work, but it must be shit to have a mangaka drawing a manga about a dead person you know, and then profiting from it. That's horrible in my opinion, but yeah, I read it to see how it is, and not gonna lie, the cover did attract me. But one more thing I want to say is that I don't try and pick sides. And yeah, I do see this manga weird, but we also are able to see what the crime could have looked like. We experience how the criminals think, talk, react, and how the environment really is. How maybe the victim did feel at that time, which is done perfectly in manga in general. Not like in movies where you can notice that the actors are acting, but in manga you get to feel it's real. That's one of the reasons why I love horror manga. But in the end, I still think this manga is fucked up. But yeah, that's how I could see it from the two sides. But let me know how you think about this. One shocking fact about this crime is that 3 of the boys served less than 8 years, and the leader was initially sentenced to 17 years. The thing is, because they were minors, I think all of them were like 17, 16, so they didn't serve lifetime in prison, which is really weird with the justice in Japan. This manga does actually have additional short stories after this crime, which aren't that terrible. Well, in my anime list, they say all the stories are based on true crimes, but if you read it, there's no way that the stories are true. Did I like this manga? I really don't know. I can't even rate it. The cover, as I said, is really nice, but after reading it, it's not something I want to have in my bookshelf. I mean, I still don't have any eroguru in my bookshelf. It's not like I'm scared of people knowing I read it, but the ones I really want are really expensive, sadly. Like this one, I just checked, it's like 60 euros something, which is really crazy. And the same with Mei-chan's Daily Life. I really think 40 euro or 50 is really expensive for such eroguru manga. But I wonder how much they cost in Japan. If anyone is from Japan or has an idea about their price, please tell me in the comments. But like, for this price, like 4 euro something, I would rather get Ultra Gush Inferno. If you want me to talk about this manga, maybe write in the comments. Or any other manga. I would be glad to talk about any eroguru. Well, this is it. It's my most disturbing manga I have ever read. If you like this video, drop a like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. As I said, I'm planning to make more videos about disturbing eroguru manga, and maybe I find ones that are more disturbing than the ones I named in my last 2 videos. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you in another video. Bye.
Goth Boy Clips.
Hold on, baby, could you wait here? Promise I'll be right back, I'ma catch a flight back.